actually dive into that. The Matt Stafford redemption story has been told, how much this was about him. RC, I want to bring up another name. Odell Beckham Jr. has waited his entire life to get in that game. And while we didn't see a lot of him in the highlight, he had a huge night and played a huge role in this.
Listen, every week Odell Beckham Jr. got better, and he understood that Cooper Kupp was on a chase for history and that he would have to find his spots and continue to gain the trust of Matthew Stafford. We talked a few times throughout the playoffs, and he was like, RC, I'm telling you, I'm the best Odell I've ever been. I'm bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm quicker. I'm going to make plays. I'm going to help this team win. And he just kept telling me, I just want to win. And every time we discussed anything, we talked about the team that he was about to play, how he was feeling, it was the same thing. I just want to win. And I believe that's always been him. And I'm going to take it away from the field for a second. Odell Beckham Jr. gets the rap of being whatever it is people want to perceive him as. As Deebo Samuel is on the sideline crying, which he deserved to do because he put this team on his back the entire year. I know what those celebrations are like. Teddy knows what those celebrations are like. For Odell Beckham Jr. to be talked about in the way he was talked about, to be jettisoned from New York, to be cut from Cleveland, and to now do what he did in the NFC Championship and find time to walk over to Deebo Samuel, show him love, show him compassion, and understand what he was going through, tells you what type of person Odell Beckham Jr. is. So stop with all the narratives that he's a locker room killer and teammates hate him and he's a bad dude. No, what he is an elite talent. He's an elite talent that found a way to fit in when the other wide receiver was the true number one of that team at least. Never complained, continue to work, make huge plays throughout the playoffs and in the NFC Championship, and now get the credit that he deserves as a great player, as a great teammate, and as someone who can make a team better and not make it about himself. There are huge redemption stories on the Los Angeles Rams. I don't believe any bigger than Odell Beckham Jr.
I would actually second that thought. And this is a team that they brought in all these big stars. But in the end, when they needed it most, it was the one who was homegrown, Aaron Donald, who gathered his teammates around him, Rex. And from that moment forward, the defense was ridiculous.
No, absolutely. And how many times you see a guy go over to the sideline and he'll talk? Yeah. And then guess what? He doesn't back it up. Aaron Donald backed it up. And he challenged everybody. He goes, you know what? You're supposed to be the best outside rusher. Be the best. I'm going to be the best interior rusher the game's ever seen. You be the best defender. And he challenged his teammates, and guess what? They stepped up. But nobody steps up more than Aaron Donald, and he does it every single game, and it doesn't show up on the stats. All you analytics guys that don't know anything, it doesn't show up in the stats. He forces every single play. You got to account for this man, and that defense is why they won. I like the victory lap you did, but without this defense, they don't win that game.
And that said, Dan, I wanted to give you a moment to catch your breath, and now give you a moment to share your thoughts. The Rams are going. That's your guy, Stafford. The defense played a huge role. Beckham played a huge role. But Matt Stafford played a long time in Detroit and could only dream about this moment. He's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Greeny, going down 17-7 was the best thing that happened to this football team. And when it happened, I sent a text in our group text, and I said the Rams are going to win this football game. Because Matthew Stafford is at his absolute best when he has no other choice but to be. And that's what happens when they went down in the fourth quarter. He spent 12 years having these moments in Detroit, and when they needed it, it just didn't matter the way it did yesterday. He's been preparing for that moment for a dozen years. 366 days ago, Greeny, you asked me on television, because the trade was yesterday, 1 year ago. You said, what does Matthew Stafford bring this football team, or how is this offense going to be different than it was under Jared Goff? And I told you two things. He's going to be able to throw them to wins when they don't have the run game. They didn't have the run game yesterday. He had to throw them to wins. And then I told you on third down, you can play drop back football, and he is good enough. Yesterday on third down, the anticipation and the accuracy and ball placement that he had to Cooper Kupp and to RC's point, Odell Beckham Jr. is the difference of the football game. If he's not an elite player on third down yesterday, they lose the game. That's why they traded for him. And I'm so glad, because I got a bunch of texts yesterday morning from people, and they said, what do you think we're going to get? And I thought, and I responded, America is going to see the best version of Matthew Stafford tonight, and I think they got that.
Real quick, Rex.
Well, I think America saw the best defense that defense can be. They held this team to 50 yards rushing.
Yeah.
The San Francisco 49ers, 50 yards rushing. Of course, you take that and you'd say that the Rams would win that game.
It's a great. We will talk much more about the Niners side of this and the coach and the quarterback and everything else. Everyone from the Rams had a great day, except for the guy who advises the coach about challenges. That guy we need to have a word with. Oh, I don't know what was going on there.
He fired.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.